Hello ladies and gents and welcome back. This is going to be part of a new series, I've got to start right now, which is multiplayer. So I started playing with my mate Nulik and we're in, this is 3v3 or 2v2? This is 3v3 because this is on Hill 361 or whatever the map's called. So what we do is we set up as a team of two and we have a random ally. So it's me and Nulik and who else? Nulik's playing Brits. He always plays Brits whilst we're doing this series, and I nearly always play Russian. So we have another Russian ally over on the right. I can't see his name. It's really small. Oh, there it is. Armelianuk. Whatever that is. Let's call him Army. So Army on the right, me on the left. So normally the plan here is going to be, I'm going to speed this up because this map is quite big. It takes a long time to get anywhere. Cap 1 fuel, so 2 fuels in the middle of the roads here, which helps you to secure the whichever flank you want to take. So they both push onto the right to secure the fuel, and I push onto the mid. So let's slow it down a bit. So we're up against 3 Panzer Elite armies, let's say. And so we're going to have a lot of these guys. He's not using them very well. He should be pushing straight up on top of these guys, but he's not. So we get to do a bit of damage on them. Get them down to 1 unit, actually. No, 2 still. Now it's 1. There we go. So we did well to push them out. Let me get rid of Fog of War. There we go. So I'm going to push up and help him in the mid. See if I can get some cover here. There's not really much cover around, which is a problem, but... And there are 2 of them. I am in yellow cover. And it is directional, and he's not in any cover at all, so he moves, gets the position. I have my first penals coming up, which should help. All I want to do is decap here, keep them busy in the mid. You can see on the map down here they've capped all along their side, and they've capped our side. So this is a complete failure. We don't have the fuel, they've capped their fuel, they've blocked off the road, and they've taken the right flank. So this is kind of worst case scenario. And this is why you want 2 people to go to one side, because you want to guarantee you get the fuel. So I'll push up my penals, do quite a lot of damage. May even be able to take out a whole squad there. No, it seems to be doing 0 damage whatsoever, which is strange. So I should have focused on them. Now I do. My engineers are completely untouched still. I don't know how. Let's check out the right flank again. So we now have... So we've got an MG here. They just haven't capped. That's all it is. This is covered. I don't know why my allies have not capped there, which is really weird. Okay, so they're moving up with an MG's cap. I think that this game's... Oh, I played this game like 3 weeks ago. I must have told Nulik to move up on that and cap with his MG. This is kind of being blocked off. Okay, they're pushing up with one of their bases, so they're going to push their forward base up. He's turning and facing that way, which is... I suppose I can kind of understand it, but if he'd set up here, he could have taken that out. Potentially, which would have done them a massive amount of damage. So they're still holding both sides, so they're getting a huge amount of munitions and they're getting fuel when still not getting fuel. Nearly 5 minutes. Okay, we just got the fuel. Finally we're getting fuel. They're decapping me over here. I've got to go back. I do have my concerts coming in though, so we're going to sandwich these guys nicely. Keep it max range. Jump in the house, got cover. Okay, so they have decap. They have 70% of the map right now. They throw in a Molotov. I jump out just in time. Go to decap and I'm going to push down. So they have a base here which is setting up. Obviously I didn't see it, didn't know about it. But I think that should be my objective. So when you're playing mid, if the right is secured and the mid's fairly secured, you should go to get this point here. Because this cuts off all of this. So I might have well have been doing that. Yeah, my engineers have got up there now. I think I was just going around to scout and they ran into that. So I've got to retreat. These guys have got MGs, which is not nice to go up against. I've capped on the left a bit more. Allies are now pushing up on the right. They're going to do the best they can. I think I have flamers somewhere. Where do I hear flamers? I don't know where I heard them. He's moved his unit in. He wasn't looking, obviously, because these guys haven't capped here first. They go straight to there. They're getting their asses kicked. He might even lose a whole squad here. He's not using his Bren. Yeah, he's going to lose a whole squad. Oh no, maybe not. Probably. Okay, ally moves in with flamers. Doing quite a lot of damage, you can see, but the problem is they're not in cover, they're quite squishy, so they're going to have to retreat. Like that. Using the Universal Carrier, as it's called now, to try and take out their car. I'm getting smashed in the mid. I think I got double teamed a bit, yeah, kind of. There's two of them there. So they're pushing hard on mid. I'm just trying to hold it, just trying to survive. Why can't I see the other armies? Where the other armies gone? Damn, whatever. Let's click on me. There we go, okay, we got it. So what do I got? Let's have a look. I've got one penals and two penals, one and two conscripts and one engineers. So fairly well rounded. I've got I probably brought the Molotov upgrade. I haven't chosen a general yet. This is a bit of a mixed bag. I'm not sure. This map's quite good for artillery, but it's a really big map, so you have to have mobile artillery or else build your artillery in the mid in a kind of less secure place. Okay, so they've got a light tank. Now this is going to cause a lot of trouble because I'm assuming my ally does not have any AT. This should be retreated. He's not retreating it, and he didn't kill it, which is very strange. So the car didn't go down. They didn't lose any squads. They still have complete control of the right. They do have an AT gun here, and Nulik's bringing up an AT gun as well. I've had to retreat from the mid. Oh yeah, I found their base here, and I managed to take it out just with the upgraded PTRSs. Is it PTRSs? Yeah, PTRSs on my two squads there. Oh no, there was actually two MGs in here. So this is quite nice. They've pushed really far here. This isn't the best point to cap. It's not going to just deny them any resources, really. It's not going to cut anywhere off. And they could just move around the back. But we managed to take out the base, which is amazing. So there's a big loss for them. I hear a vehicle coming in. Brent's coming in. Sorry, Universal Carrier's coming in with a flamer upgrade. So now I've capped this, I'll probably move back to mid. Ask for help from the flamer. So a quick look on the map. This is quite a big... This is going to be a problem with these 3v3s is trying to get all the action. Because there's so much going on, it's hard to follow. So I hear an infantry support gun firing. Hits, kills two instantly. Very annoying. Retreat. Look at the range of that flamer. Do you see that? That's crazy. So he's just kind of harassing them a little bit. He does have infantry squads here that should be moving in to go there, or even better move around to get there. But second base has come in, and this is the one with the anti-aircraft gun attached to the top, so you can't do anything against it with just infantry. They still have both sides. They're still smashing out the munitions. We're getting very little munitions, which is horrible, especially for Russians that rely a lot, and my tactics here, a lot on munitions, which is penals. You need the PTRS upgrade. They've got great satchel charge, do a lot of damage, especially to something like this, or they're slow moving that you can't retreat. And of course, Molotovs and anti-vehicle grenades on the... Oh, is it going to get him? Where's his AT gun? AT gun not being used. Wow, he should have been there the whole time. But they're chasing. I don't know why they're chasing with the Bren. That's really not a good idea. Bren versus that is going to do nothing. Sorry, Universal Carrier versus that to do nothing. He's following with an AT gun. Good, he realised he should pull back. Set AT gun up now. Okay, AT gun should take that out in one pop. Oh, it got taken out before. He's trying to repair. He's got another base up there, but it's quite badly damaged. So, or maybe that was the original base, because I don't see the... Oh no, that was the first one, I suppose. I thought it'd be different, but... So he's pushing up. Brent's going in first, not the wisest idea. Okay, now this guy's finally moving his AT gun. Let's see how they get on. Okay, so they could just take this out. What's they going to do now? I wouldn't do that. I go... Oh, he's got a light tank. Okay, that's okay then. This guy's just completely pinned now. This guy's going to get wiped. He's just got nothing. He hasn't set up the base. He's just leaving it there. I would have set it up. I'm no German expert, but I would have set it up. And yeah, you got to be careful there. So this versus a tank, I don't think it's that good. It seems to be okay. So they're going to lose this base. Oh, they just lost the whole squad there. They're just retreating. I don't know why they're doing this. You know, they should just retreat that completely now and try and save them. He's just going to lose them all, so it's not very well played by this German guy. So they're going to get wiped out. I'm going to speed this up because I don't know how long this video is, and it's got to fit within the 30-minute bracket. It's already been 10. So light tank goes in versus light tank. It goes down. They lose everything on that side. So now they're going to push up on mid. I just stay in cover. The problem is this goddamn infantry support. In fact, they have two now. Two of these bastards. Noob calls out GG. Just try and get in their heads a little bit. See if anyone quits. Look at the damage, man. It's crazy. So there's not much I could do versus this. I don't think I found this yet. I don't know it's there yet. They've set up a MG bunkers. This is nice position. They've done really well here. Anti-tank in case the tank comes in. Anti-flank for infantry. There's not really anything I can do here until I get tanks out. So I have... What do I have? Any tanks? No, I still have no vehicles. We're probably low on... What fuel have I got? 75, so nothing really great on fuel. I'm going to lose mid. We're capping the right finally. Let's speed this up a little bit. So we cut them off here. This was a nice flank. Nuclear came in and that forced our other ally, who was kind of just sitting there not doing much, to push. I'm trying my best to hold mid, but I only have infantry and I don't have artillery to deal with these guys. I'm not sure where these guys are going. They're just moving. So that's really useful tip is whenever you have this kind of thing, a stationary, slow-moving artillery gun, like even mortars, move them. Once you've fired a volley of something, just move them a little bit because that's where your ally can fire a volley. So Nulik has gone the commandos, so he now has a good anti-infantry, which is going to be useful, but he's getting smashed by the infantry support guns to go up. My guys have just now replenished and they're going to move up. This is the problem with this map. It's so big, it takes forever to move up like that. Let's have a look down the right flank, what's going on. So they're stacking up enormous. Look at this. A lot of units there. More coming in. And they dropped some smoke, I'm not sure why. So my ally is putting down barbed wire. I put down one mine, which is nice. Here, yeah, 3 mines, good. So that's what I would be doing. I would be planting mines all over here and here. Just put an MG up, nice support. So they're covered on the right basically, unless they get anti-infantry. We've still got up to this point, which is going to be painful for them to kind of be, and dangerous because we can cut them off. Here comes some artillery. Let's see what he pops off at. You gonna fire? He's not gonna fire. He's gonna wait. Okay, whatever. And he's firing. Okay. This is going there. Okay, so he destroyed the mines. Didn't do any other damage really. The barbed wire's still up. MG still in position. Manages to turn around and get them. But he's going to get massively flanked now. He needs to pull that MG out. I'm up on the right. I do now have a SU-85, a 3485, yep. So I've got a decent tank. And Nulik's coming with a Centaur as well. So we should be able to push up on them now. So this looks like we might be able to turn this around. I don't remember if we win or not. But... okay, I believe this bar here is the duration of the game. If I speed it up, does it move? It does. Okay, so we've got a long game here, which is probably in our favour, I think. The longer this goes on, the more likely we are to win. If I can stack up 2 3485s, they can be pretty devastating. So they're pushing up on mid, spamming with their artillery. Centaur pushes up, great versus his infantry blobs. No anti-tank to deal with him. Oh, there is anti-tank, but it's out of... Is it out of range? It's just out of range, which is great. They throw Molly on my conscripts. I lose a whole conscript squad there, which really was lame of me. I'm not focused on here at all for some reason. Now I notice. Okay. I think maybe I was trying to keep them there so the Centaur could do its damage. So what's going on down here? Okay, so now they're pushing up. They got themselves a Panther. Moving up hard on the right flank. My SU-85 is there though. Well, it's not my SU-85, my T-34-85, sorry. So they're suppressed, they can't push up on that side. Now I've got to be really careful here, because if I lose my tank, and especially if he loses his as well, and they've got their 2 Panthers, they'll start steamrolling, because they've had fuel for a lot longer than us. And their tanks, their Panther is better. One-on-one, their Panther will probably win versus my T-34-85. So I need to keep my tanks alive, even if I have to lose ground to maintain our tanks. So here comes the second one. It's worth losing the ground. Okay, it's really important to keep the tanks alive so you can start stacking them up. So Ally's got the smaller tank. No, he's got a T-34-85 as well. So we've got a decent amount of tanks actually setting up, which is nice. The infantry support guns are, I don't know why they're attacking there, but they are. Okay, they're pushing up on the right by the looks of it. He's just popping down more mines. He's probably got a lot of munitions now. So he wants to get rid of it and use it up, which is good. Mortars being used versus... they've got a scanning truck. That's how they're seeing him. So they probably saw the mines have been put down there. Let's go back to mid. So they push up with infantry, but... Oh, I know the tank as well. I think I decide to... Yeah, this is it. We push up on their Panther there, so they lose a Panther. Nulik's gone for Churchills. Churchills are great because they're just so tanky. And not bad versus infantry, not amazing versus tanks, but... So he's pushed up his Panther right into the mid. In fact, they've built a bunker there. Brent takes out the AT gun. We're pushing up on the Panther. We've got... okay, so I do have my conscience coming from the side, but he's going to reverse too quickly. And he's got suppression here. Artillery's going in, probably going to land here. Yeah, there we go. So... It doesn't actually kill anything, which is great. It does a lot of damage, but we have forward HQ here. Okay, he needs to turn that because he's taking a lot of damage. I don't think he's noticed it. Now he's noticed it. Second shot hits, but doesn't do that much damage. He should be pushing up with his Centaur and Bren here to take that out. I'm going to spam with artillery in the mid. I just move. So... In a big capping point like this, it's quite easy to avoid. They've obviously sent a barrage here where I was standing, and I just moved to the other side of the circle, and I can still cap. They push really deep with that squad. Hopefully they're going to lose that whole squad. Yep, they do. That's great. So, right, still secured. He needs to move these guys out of the way. This is a really obvious marker that mines have been laid if you've got engineers just sitting on the front. So this is good use of... he creates a sandbag cover to give himself green cover so that even if they throw artillery in, it's got a decent chance of surviving. So he's popping a bit more down. He's doing quite well now. He looks like he's a more defensive player. We've got land mattresses. Nulik's got land mattresses. He's going to spam them on artillery, which is great. Really useful. Doesn't really do much. Oh, he's going for that, which is not the most useful thing. We can take that out with tanks fairly easily. Maybe over here would be better. They're spamming on my blob. Now, how they saw that blob, I don't know, because they don't have a scanner. So that was weird that they could see that, unless they, I don't know, maybe that infantry squad saw it, I don't know. But that was weird, that annoyed me in the game, I remember that much. Okay, so they're pushing up on the right flank. They're going up against two Su-85s, they've only got infantry, they do take out an MG, so they're not suppressed. We'll push up with all the tanks, there's not much they can do. They throw in artillery, really, oh no, they don't throw it in, but it is really close. I think I spotted that and marked it on the map. I was like, there's a tank, did he see it? I don't know if he saw it actually. He might have accidentally just driven past it. Yeah, he hadn't seen it. So he should just send the Centaur in, because Centaur versus that will tear it up in a second, but he doesn't. This guy sends up his tanks. Oh, this is, you can see on the map now, this is sectored. So this is one of the call-in artilleries of the Germans. It is brutal. A whole section of the map will be just bombarded with artillery wherever there is infantry or anything. So in this situation, on a big section like this is annoying, but I would probably pull everything out, because when it drops it's brutal. So I think it's only when they get vision. Yeah, maybe not actually, because they haven't got vision here. It's just dropping it on everyone. See, whole squad gone. It's a really brutal bit of artillery. So he just lost an MG squad. He lost a lot there, and then they dropped smoke afterwards as well. So that's just annoying to say the least. Maybe it only drops it over the whatever the point is, I don't know. So two Panthers in the mid now, got to be careful with that. Keep my Su-85s, T-34-85s up close, throw in a molly, it lands, makes him retreat. Now another infantry blob coming in. He's just sitting there. He's not doing much. I can't do much with only two T-34-85s. I need more. I'm just about to get enough fuel. I think it's 130. That's not me. That's why. Oh, I've got more than enough fuel to call another one. I think I'm not sure whether I should call another tank or go for the heavy mortars at this point. So big blob coming in. Land match has been lost. We all push up together. Lots of anti-infantry. They take the land matches, but we managed to get it back. They do drop artillery there. Maybe he's going to lose the land matches here, which would suck. This has still been sectored. I don't know if this is a new sector or what. So he's got to pull back. Our points are pretty low right now. They're pushing up with MGs now as well. Panthers are really far up. Oh, there we go. So I've got a couple of mortars. So I think I forwent the... yeah, I got in 2 mortars. I'm building another tank though as well. So obviously I'm floating a decent amount of resources. They come in to try and get my mortars. Managed to take out a whole squad, which is great. Whoa, now I've got to be careful. So 2 Panthers up there. I take a lot of damage. Hopefully I don't lose that. Although they do move up the light AT, which does suck a lot. It's not in range though. I think I might save the day there. Not save the day, you know. 2 Churchills. Nice. Pushing up against the blob. Remember, Churchills can throw out grenades, so it is really useful. I retreated my tanks all the way back. Right flank still holding. They've not managed to push up. I'm not sure how he's holding that. He must have some kind of artillery. Big blob in the mid. Not pushed yet. They just want to hold that VP. They just want to bleed us dry of VPs. So we've got to get repairing. Nulik's repairing his tanks over there. I'm not for some reason. Where's my engineers? There. Okay, now sending my engineers over. 2 mortars setting up here to deal with this blob. So these guys will tear them apart fairly quickly. I don't know where I just... It looks like... Where did I fire those? I'm not sure where I fired. They're back there? Okay. I must have fired it on the infantry gun. That's why. I've got my consuls over here. I'm probably looking to get in behind the Panthers and throw anti-tank grenades on them, damage their engines so we can push up on them. Taking out quite a lot here. 2 anti-tank guns and an MG. This is where you need to destroy this kind of stuff. Now obviously you can't with this tank, but one of these guys, you could probably move up on them. Right's being pushed up on. Our ally pushes in with his SJ. Oh, he's got a lot. He's got 3, 4 tanks. He pushes up. They have a artillery gun built right. That's way too close. This is too close to the front line. This should be behind these trees at least. They lose 1 tank. I think he's focusing fire on the wrong... There we go. Okay, took out the bazookas. So now his tank should be free to kill. Oh shit! They call in a big tank. It's a Tiger B. They need to get out of there now or he's going to lose all of his tanks. I don't know if we're going to move into help. I think we're too far away. No, we're not. We're not going to move into help. He's on his own. Lamb matches is back by the looks of it. Go on. Lamb on there. He's fired a little bit too deep, I think. Oh, there we go. 1 down. Okay, he does manage to take out this building, but I don't know how many tanks he lost. He left them a tank. Oh, shit. That's really bad. So I saved 2. So yeah, I think he only lost 2 tanks, which is good. I mean, it's not good they now have an SU-3485, T-3485. So our ally quits. Okay, this is not good. Or sometimes it can be good. He's not happy he lost a tank, which is stupid. This has got a damaged engine and it's pushing up. He wants to chase down these tanks, which is a really bad idea to go that deep with damaged engine. Nulik comes in for the flank. Hopefully our ally pushes up. Our AI ally pushes up. Got to get in behind him. Artillery's been dropped. Front armor of this thing's ridiculous, but they managed to take it out. That's a really expensive loss for them. Nulik didn't lose any tanks. The AI managed to take out the tank that got stolen. Is this a... Yeah, it's artillery. Okay, so he's just going to harass, which is good. So we've got to cut the mid. That's our main point here. We've got to get this mid back. Here I'd love to throw a satchel charge on them. I should not be standing still because yeah, the anti-infantry guns are going to cause a lot of problems there. I don't know where my tanks are. I think I moved to the right flank to help them with my tanks. Yeah, I did. So I pushed up because they brought in another tank. This time a Yak Tiger. So I push him behind. Do a decent amount of damage. I think I've got marked target vehicle. I don't think I used it though. So I don't want to chase that deep. That's an issue. With only 3 tanks, I don't really want to chase that deep. I take a little look-see, see if I can see. But what I can do now is take out their artillery, take out their bases, because they've retreated that guy fully. AI moves up as well. This guy needs to be repaired. I'm not sure what happened to Nuclex tanks. Okay, there's 1, 2. I think you might have lost one to the big Jagdtiger. But I'm just going to pull back, do some damage to these guys. They do have some kind of anti-tank. I'm not sure what it is. They retreat all the way back. I don't know why. Leave the AI to mop up here. So we're still bleeding points. This is where we're going to lose probably, is on points. So they're pushing up. They're getting a little bit further each time. Moving in with conscripts. Have I lost both my mortars? Wait a second. No, I still have both my mortars. I just don't know where they are. Smoke's being dropped. So again, I assume they dropped the artillery there. Push up my conscripts. Not going to do that well here. Just want to decap. Just want to make sure we're not bleeding too many VPs. Centaur comes in to help. I've got to pull back. Down to 100 points here. This is not looking good at all, actually. We do have 50% of the map. And we did take out one of their big tanks. AI is just kind of running around shooting things fun, as they tend to do. He does turn to getting shot in the back, which is very good. Good AI. Well done. They lose an MG to the AI, which is great. So now we're going to push up to cap. So I've got 4 T-34-85s now. I'm coming in from behind by the looks of it. So I want to hit the flank here. 2 Panthers that are in a vulnerable position. But I don't go after them, which is weird. I think in this situation you need the heavy tanks like the Churchills to push forwards and take the damage and be tanky. And then let the T-34s do damage and flank, 'cause they're quite mobile. So let's speed this up a little bit. So I'm going to move around for a flank. I'm probably going to come and hit it from here. I think I've communicated with Nulik here that we should decap mid and he should come around this side. I'll go on the other side and we'll pin these Panthers down. Okay, I'm in position now. Need to push them back from mid first. They're pushed back. Okay, so now he should push up and I should push up. I've already pushed up. See an 8 artillery. Again, this artillery is way too close to the front line. You don't need it this close. Take out the artillery. You should hopefully now push on this, or take out this whole squad maybe. Okay, Panthers are pushed up. This is where Nulik's got to push. Here we go. That could have been a nice little bit of a bait. I don't think it was planned like that, but it worked. Nulik should push up behind. Now I should push forward again. Push forward again. I'm not pushing forwards. Okay. Don't know why. This is where I've got to push. Come on, man. Push, push, push. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to push. Panthers low. Probably going to go down. Didn't go down to 2 shots. That's weird. Other Panther pushes in. This is a bit strange. He's sacrificing himself. Now the Panther's about to go down. See the damage of stacked T-34-85s? Gone. There we go. So this is massive damage to them. This might lead to a win because you smashed their base, took out 3 tanks. And here comes the big tank. Now, if we take this out, they're going to quit. Okay, they've called GG. So I assume they're going to give up. We need to get behind that. We need to push up, get someone behind it. They've got massive infantry coming in, but it's not going to do anything really versus our tanks. So I'm going to push up. I'm going to try and get behind him so I can block him from reversing and shoot him in the back. No, I'm going round. Ooh, that hurt. I don't know what that was, but it hurt. Oh, I ran over them. That's what I was doing. I was running over them. Su-85 coming in from the flank. I misses the first shot. Should be moving this guy, but I don't. Okay, I do. They're going to lose their big tank here. I think Nulik lost a Churchill, but it's well worth the cost. I don't want to lose 3 of my guys, which I could easily do here. Wow. This is quite intense. Am I going to lose another one? I do. Damn. How many tanks have I got left? Just the one, I think. Yeah, I only got 1 tank left. So I took a massive amount of damage there as well there. They did lose their big tank. They're going to lose another Panther, which I think will deprive them of every tank they have. Yeah, they have no more vehicles. Yeah, they quit. So that was GG. So even if you have a bad start, you can pull yourself back. T-34 spam all day, yeah, which they were spamming Panthers and mass infantry and whatever. So that was GG there. We won that. We're at this point, we're probably, I don't know where we were. We were at rank 9, I think. So hopefully we're going to push up from that. So lesson learned, don't give up if you have a bad start, as long as you don't lose massive infantry. If you lost massive infantry and you lose the map, yeah, you're probably going to lose. But if you don't take too many losses, you can always make a comeback. Just learn to flank and move to different positions. Also, if you lose an ally, especially late game, it's not the end of the world as long as you're not losing massively. The AI did really well there and flanked nicely, took out, it wasn't defensive and dug in for this flank, but it was pushing enough that they couldn't push this flank anyway. That's it for episode 1 of, let's call it multiplayer. No, it's always multiplayer. I don't know, I'll think of a name of it. But that's the end of episode 1. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.